Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, Andre Berto, he's coming off of a very, very important win in his career. The kind of win that gets him back in the mix for a title shot. So I want to give a congratulations to Andre Berto because I was not able to watch the fight live. I just watched it a couple days ago. So I didn't get a chance to do my post-fight review on it. But congratulations to Andre Berto. Way to avenge your loss. Now, with the win over Victor Ortiz, there's a couple routes he can go now. He's put his name back in the mix for a title shot. Especially with him being a PBC Al Haymon fighter, it only makes sense that he can get a crack at maybe the winner of Thurman Porter, maybe the winner, maybe Danny Garcia. We don't know. But Danny Garcia, speaking of Danny Garcia, he basically told Andre Berto that he would love to make that fight happen. Now, off the rip, before I even get into the quotes or anything like that, I think that'd be a good fight, particularly because, it would be good to see how Danny can deal with someone who isn't completely shot, or inactive. His last couple of opponents have been either shot out or inactive fighters. Guerrero, he's not really a guy that's a beast at 147 like that. Malignaggi was just inactive. He was coming off a year in layoff. So, it is what it is, man. I just want to see him get into a decent fight. I think Andre Berto is a decent fight for him, just for the simple fact that Andre Berto has been active. He fought in September. He just fought now, so that's what, 2 fights in about September. So 2 fights in about 6-7 months. That's not bad, So I wouldn't mind it. Andre Berto's gonna come up with a lot of momentum with this win over Victor Ortiz. So why not make it happen, man? And it's good to see that, because I was wondering where the hell Andre Berto's uppercut went, because when I watched the Mayweather fight, I was asking myself, why the hell has he not thrown one uppercut? And he brought it like he said in an interview I saw. He brought it out of retirement. He hit Ortiz flush with the uppercut in the 4th round for the first knockdown, and that kind of just set the tempo for everything else. So if listen, that's a vicious punch. If he's able to land it on anybody, you got to be a hell of a fighter to be able to take that punch, because that when he rips the uppercut and it lands on you flush, it's about as good as it gets in boxing. That's one of the best uppercuts in boxing, when he's throwing it and he's landing it flush, but he don't throw it enough. So hopefully that's something that becomes a focus in Virgil Hunter's camp and his next camp, whoever he fights next. But it's being reported that Andre Berto or Danny Garcia basically said that he's ready to fight Andre Berto. That wouldn't be a bad fight for him. So he said, here's what Garcia said as he commentated from ringside of that fight. He said, I quote, we're both managed by Al Haymon. Let's make it happen. And then Berto responded by saying the following. I quote, I need the Danny Garcia fight. I want the WBC title back. I guess I got his impression since he was at ringside. So, stylistically speaking, it's a fight that's good for Garcia, because Andre Berto, if you even watched the first 3 rounds before the knockout, he was getting outboxed. Typical Andre Berto fight, getting outboxed. Didn't really move his head too much. Very hittable. Ortiz did find his distance with a straight left hand tons of times. So Garcia, who doesn't get enough credit for his counterpunching, I feel like he counterpunched and he could outbox Berto to a 12-round decision. I don't think we'll be able to stop him, but if he could, that'd be a huge statement, because to my knowledge, has Berto ever been stopped? Berto's not an easy guy to just go in there and stop, so we'll see what happens, man. But Berto has been stopped. Yeah, Berto got stopped by Guerrero. What are we talking about? Right? He got stopped by Guerrero. But Andre Berto has options. Garcia, the rematch, maybe Victor Ortiz 3 to figure out who's the better fighter in the trilogy. Maybe a fight to avenge his loss against Robert Guerrero. He's got some good options right now. If you're Andre Berto, you're in a good position. Definitely the best win he's had in 5 years, since probably he beat Zevic. So, shout out to Andre Berto. Make the fight happen, because Danny Garcia's not going to get Thurman Porter right away. So why not have that fight as Danny Garcia's first fight of 2016? If Danny can do that'll set a good tone for the year. But let me know what you guys think. Danny Garcia versus Andre Berto, that fight's been thrown out there by both fighters. Is it a good fight, bad fight, cherry pick with Garcia? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.